Good morning and welcome to a truly beautiful Saturday morning at Adventure Motor Vehicles. Blue sky, the sun's shining, it's been a wonderful week. And you know, when the weather's like this, it really does make you feel so much more positive. Not that we're not positive at AMV, we're always positive, of course. But the weather does make a huge difference. And this last week we had the doors wide open. The sun's streaming in, absolutely beautiful. Well, what have we been doing this week? It's been another busy week. Of course it has. As we're heading into the spring, the summer, you know, more and more people are thinking about camping, surfing, getting off the beaten track. So, of course, we've had a lot of inquiries about our, not just the D5 actually, we've had a lot of inquiries about the L400 as well, which is lovely. Because we can, of course, still get the L400s in Japan, and we've just bought one this morning for a local customer. And I think, you know, the L400 is becoming a real classic. Like this one behind me, which we imported 6 years ago, it's a real classic. And of course, looked after properly and well maintained, that not only do they last forever, but they make a great long-term investment because they're getting harder and harder to find. We've been looking for a black one now for this local customer for quite a few weeks. And we've just bought it this morning, but you know, it was the only one we'd seen going through over the last few weeks, so they're getting quite rare. So what have we been doing this week? Well, we've still got this L400. This is from one of our lovely customers up in Scotland. We imported it 6 years ago. He brought it back for the essential underbody wax top-up. He had some electrical issues, which we've now sorted, and it also needs a wing mirror. So we bought a second-hand wing mirror in Japan. We've just air freighted it over, so we're going to get that fitted today. I can't walk past Oscar's wonderful Suzuki Swift Sport without just giving you a little snippet. This is just a wonderful example of a Suzuki Swift. Oscar imported it last year, and you can tell it's a JDM one because the European Suzuki Swift Sports only had 2 doors. This is a 4-door version. But the colour is wonderful. It's beautiful. Obviously, he's machine polished it. It's ceramic coated, which keeps it protected. And also, you know, he washed it yesterday and you can just see how it comes back, you know, with that ceramic coating because it resists all the dirt. So it's so much easier to wash. It's got lovely Pirelli winter tyres, which it came with. This is done, would you believe, 79, about 81, it had done 79,000 miles when it came in. Oscar's done a couple of thousand miles, but it drives like a car that's done 30,000 miles. It's quite incredible. It was serviced every sort of 2,000 miles. We had all the service stickers. I think he's going to keep this forever. It's a beautiful thing. And I think it's just simplicity at its best. It's a 1600, normally aspirated engine, nothing fancy. It's powerful enough for normal day-to-day driving, it really is. But it's exciting, it puts a smile on your face. And I think a lot of people now are going back to wanting vehicles like this, which are just simple pleasure. You don't need all the gadgets. Just simple pleasure, driving. If you enjoy driving, something like this is absolutely superb. Anyway, I digress a little. We've also got this wonderful Mini Clubman. This is Mrs. Stuttard's Mini Clubman, which we imported this year for her. I brought that in because I'm going to give it a wash. But you've got to keep the wife happy. What do they say? Happy wife, happy life. Very important. So we're going to wash that for her today, and she'll be very happy this afternoon when it's gleaming in the sun. Oh, we've also got Tilda, my daughter Tilda, Oscar's sister. We've got Tilda's Peugeot 208 in. Why have we got this in? Well, this isn't an import, of course. She's had this for a couple of years. But some of you may have seen, we imported her a Polo GTI, a lovely white Polo GTI this year. So we're selling this for her. She's very lucky because, of course, we've given it the AMV treatment. Now, because it was Tilda's car, all our family cars, of course, get the underbody treatment. So it was fully underbody waxed about 2 years ago. So it's beautiful underneath. And Tilda works in Kirby Longsdale, which many of you may know is a lovely village, a small town, but it's quite getting there in winter. Some of the roads can be quite treacherous. So like with all our vehicles, we always fit them with, obviously the Delicas get the all-terrain tyre because they're an all-terrain vehicle. But vehicles like Oscar's, Suzuki, this Peugeot, you know, we generally fit them with winter tyres or the all-season tyres. Now this has got Michelin all-season tyres. It's the Michelin Cross Climates. And Tilda noticed a huge difference when we put these on. Fantastic grip in winter weather. And these are only 2 to 3 years old. We've also just had the cam belt changed, and it's done less than 50,000 miles. It's a lovely example. So we've been working on that, and Oscar machine polished it last week, and it's a lovely colour. So if you know anybody who would like a small, practical 4-door car that's actually very efficient, it's got this 1.2 PureTech engine, very efficient and quiet. It's a lovely, lovely thing. So if you know anybody, get in touch. What else have I been doing? Well, of course, some of you may also have seen, we've got this wonderful L400 in. Now this is, we've really fallen in love with this over the last few weeks and months, because this was our ex-demo about 5 years ago. We prepared it, let me just see if it's open, I think it's open. We prepared it as a demo, and we prepared it as like, I guess what you class as a day van. So we've got a lovely kitchen pod in here, double burner gas stove, fridge, leisure battery charger, 240 volt hookup. We've got a little hookup here, so when you plug it in on a campsite, you can switch the battery charger on, it'll charge the leisure battery. But you don't lose the beauty of this Delica, which is why we did it in this way. You don't lose the original practicality that the Delica offers from factory. So this one's still got, we've taken this, the previous customer took this seat out, which we've got it over there, so we can put that back in. But this is still a 6-seater. It was a 7-seater originally, it's still a 6-seater, so it's still really capable from a people carrying capacity. And of course, we've got extra LED lights. It's just a lovely example. Oscar's machine polished it. And can you believe this is a 2004 model? 2004. And actually, next to, let's bring the Honda Integra Type R and this 2000 Integra Type R. Those two together for me, often people ask me, Ed, you know, what cars would you have in your own personal garage? Well, I would obviously have a Delica, but I'd also have something like this Honda. And for me, those two vehicles, they're both very different, but they both put a smile on your face for different reasons. They're absolutely fabulous examples of the mark. And that's, for me, that's what excites me. I don't have a huge interest in modern cars. I'm more interested in vehicles of this era. Well, what am I doing on this particular Delica? Well, I'm actually changing the plugs. This isn't a job that we normally do on these L400s. We normally give this to our Mitsubishi mechanic Cliff. But there's no particular time pressure on this one. So I'm doing them myself. And I do enjoy some of these practical tasks. Get quite a lot of pleasure out of it. So what we've had to do on this one, change the plugs on L400 is not straightforward, because you actually have to get at them, you have to take off the inlet manifold, which is, I don't know if you can see it, it's down there. So I've taken off the inlet manifold yesterday. The reason we're changing these plugs, these were changed. They were actually changed when we first prepared it, but it's been sat. It was sat on the customer's drive, she wasn't using it. It's been sat in here, stop, start, stop, start. And what tends to happen is the plugs get furred up and then it starts misfiring. So it was misfiring a little bit. So I'm just going to, I'm not going to just clean them up. I'm just going to put new plugs in. And then we'll put the inlet manifold back on. And I'm going to test drive it for a few weeks, which I'm really, really looking forward to. Then we've got this wonderful black BMW. Now, this is a local customer. He'd been watching quite a few of our films and Facebook posts and so on about machine polishing and the benefits of ceramic coating. So he hasn't had this BMW very long, but it's a beautiful example, I have to say. So he's going to crack on with this and get this done over the weekend. But being black, it will come up beautifully. So the customer hasn't had it long, but he wants it lifting to the next level, and he wants it ceramic coated so it's properly protected for the next 2 to 3 years. So that's what Oscar's doing. Then let's take you back in time to this lovely, I have to say, beautiful Honda Integra Type R. Now, this is for one of our friends, local customer, and he's got other Honda Integra. He hasn't got other Honda Integras. He's got other Hondas, all Type R. So he's got a Civic Type R. He's got another Integra DC5, the later version. This is the DC2. Very few of these around. They're very, very rare. Even when I was searching for this one in Japan, very, very rare vehicle. And what have we been doing? Well, we've been, just let me switch that off there. We've been we've been fitting the fog light on this because it's going to its MOT on Tuesday. So we fitted the fog light, then we're going to take the driver's seat out, get that repaired because the bolts has worn down. But this particular customer, he's going to do quite a lot of the work himself because he wants to. It's going to be his pride and joy. All he's asked us to do is to machine polish it. So that's what we're going to do once Oscar's finished the BMW. So there you go. That's why we're in today, because the weather's beautiful. We've got a lot on next week, and we love coming in on Saturdays because it's lovely and quiet where we're located here on a Saturday. The sun's streaming in, and now I need to crack on. So whatever you're doing this weekend, have a great weekend. Get out in the garden, feel some of that positivity because of this wonderful weather. We're heading in the right direction. We're heading towards spring and summer, where we can get off the beaten track and enjoy some time with the people that matter. Have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Cheers.